Friends, happy last Monday of March. I cannot believe we are already to the end of our month of salads. I have had such a blast coming up with some fun recipes for us to try. Hope you've enjoyed them as well. Please let me know if you have. I'd love to hear what you thought. But for our last salad, I thought, what can we do that might be fun for families? So kids might love them and parents might love them and super quick and easy to do when you get home from work. So I thought everyone loves buffalo wings. Hot and spicy and crispy and delicious. So maybe we can play with the buffalo wing. But everyone also loves quesadillas. Let's do a buffalo chicken salad on top of a Southwestern style quesadilla. Sound good? That's what we're working on. So let's start with our quesadilla. I've already started it here on our flat little griddle top skillet. This is just Monterey Jack cheese and a normal tortilla. We don't have tortillas locally. A great friend of mine is from San Antonio, Texas, and whenever she goes home, she gets these amazing tortillas and brings them back, and they're fantastic. So these are some of hers, actually. They're from Texas, but they're not quite local here, but they taste incredible. So grab your tortillas where you can. We're going to make a sauce to go inside. This is the sauce from Chipotle and Adobo, which you can get in the market. It's a Chipotle chili, which is a smoked jalapeno. It's been reconstituted, and it's in this really tomatoey, delicious chili type sauce. So we're just going to put a bit of that and a drop of sour cream, and we're going to make just a little creamy, spicy goo to go inside our quesadilla. Just another layer of flavor in there. It's not super spicy because there's sour cream, so your kids will be fine with it, or if you have someone at home who doesn't really love this something super spicy, this is a great way to go. So just mix that and put a little bit of that inside here with your cheese. It'll just add another bit of when someone bites into this quesadilla, something a little different than just a normal, just plain cheese. And the last thing we're going to pop inside is some fresh cilantro. I love cilantro. It's really bright. It's really fun. It tastes very Southwestern. It's one of those things, though, that people either love or loathe. So if you are one of those people or one of those families that just hate cilantro, don't worry about it. You don't have to use it. You could use parsley if you like parsley, or just omit the herb. But I love cilantro. So I'm going to add a sprinkle of that. I'm going to put the other top on this and give it a flip. And we should be ready in no time with our quesadilla. I love doing quesadillas. They're a wonderful weeknight supper. They take no time to cook, and they're just delicious. So let's start working on our chicken. Like I said, we're going to do a buffalo chicken. And buffalo sauce is actually super easy. It's really just butter and hot sauce. So what I've got going on back here is butter melting in a skillet. I poached some chicken. We made this earlier this week, and it's just been sitting in the fridge, so it's cooked, but it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. So that's going to go in. Let me scooch this out of the way so hopefully you can see a little better. What I've got here is just some garlic. I'm going to crunch this up, then add this to the butter, and then add the chicken. You know, if you can see really close, it looks like this garlic has kind of a green core. You'll notice sometimes when you keep garlic for a couple weeks or even just a couple days sometimes in your house, it'll sprout, it'll get that green core, no problem. It shouldn't really affect the flavor too much. It's not a big deal. If it bothers you the way it looks, then you can shuck it, but really the garlic is fine. If it sprouted a huge bit, you can normally also just pull that core out, and it should be no problem. So don't let that really stress you out if you see that. So we're going to get that garlic in there, get that cooking for a few minutes. Really, the only other cooking thing that we need to worry about is making the dressing for our salad. I don't know about you all, but when I get my buffalo wings, my favorite part is the blue cheese and the ranch dressing. Ugh, I just love them. I know it's probably the worst part for you, but I absolutely love how they taste. So I thought we could try and make our own kind of Southwestern style ranch dressing, and then plop some delicious blue cheese crumbles on top of the salad. Sound good? So here's how we're going to make our own ranch. You know, ranch is often made with buttermilk, which is actually a really delicious. Most buttermilk is low fat. It's not bad for you. But we're going to use sour cream instead. The dairy that we normally get from is not making buttermilk right now for some reason. I don't know if they're not getting enough milk. But so we got sour cream instead. So it's going to work just fine. And to this we're going to add a little bit of salt. I know most sour cream, it really craves some salt adding. So pop some of that in. A little bit of green onion, which is delicious. Gives it that really bright, fun onion flavor without the really harsh, raw, white or red onion. So just chop up some of that. And then really we're just going to add a little bit of vinegar and some of our Chipotle and adobo sauce. That is delicious. And that's pretty much all. If there are other things that you really love, I know some people really like dill in their ranch dressing. Dill is probably my least favorite herb, so I do not include any dill in mine. But if you really like dill, that is of course fine to add that. Looks like our garlic is just getting toasted. I'm going to add this poached chicken. Oh, it smells so good. I think my favorite smell in the world is toasting garlic. I just absolutely love it. So we're going to let this go for just a few minutes to warm that chicken through. The chicken is already cooked, so it should not take too long. But just to get a little bit of color on that chicken. And while that is doing it, I'm going to check our quesadilla. I don't want that to overly brown. Oh, it's looking great. Let me finish up our ranch dressing. We've got some green onion, we've got some salt. Let me grab some of this chipotle and adobo. Oh, which looks and smells incredible. And then we're going to add some vinegar, and that's it. Just taste it, see if you like those flavors. If you want to add more salt, or you want to add more chili pepper, or you, like I said, love dill, go for it. But I think this is a great, just kind of basic ranch. If you have little kids at home, that'll really enjoy it as well. This is a great way to go. And with the blue cheese crumbles, you really can't go wrong. So let's give this a whirl. Oh, perfect. Sounds like the chicken is talking to me. I'm going to turn down the heat. One thing I love about gas stove, you can so quickly just modify your heat, so no problem. I'm going to pull this off and add the hot sauce, which is so good. You don't need a whole lot, probably a quarter cup or so, just enough to coat it. Oh, my friends. This hot sauce brand actually has some lime in it, which is delicious. Ooh, it's having a hard time coming out tonight. Okay, let that cook for a second, and then we are going to be all ready to plate this. Oh, you should smell it. It smells like my absolute favorite place that serves hot wings. They make their own, I think it's a bourbon strawberry hot sauce that is out of this world. I have yet to try. I tried to ask for the recipe a couple weeks ago, but they would have none of it, so I've got to try and create my own, I think. But if I give that a whirl, I promise to let you know. Oh, this quesadilla is ready. Turn that off. Let's dress some of these leaves. Now you can use whatever lettuces you have. This would be great. It would hold up really well with like a crunchy romaine. I've got some mixed greens here. If you really like the escarole or the radicchio, one of those really crunchy, kind of spicy ones, this would be a great way to do that as well. Whatever you like or have at home, or depending on what's in season. Any of those are of course fine. I'll grab another spoon and test this. Oh, this might be one of my new favorite salads. I have had such a great time this month playing with salads and different ideas on what makes a salad a salad. I hope you have too. And I hope you are getting super excited for April. We are going to do, well, I'll just tell you, April is Soups and Dippers month. So we've got tons of really fun, fresh spring type soups with a dipper that goes in each of them. Not just your normal tomato and grilled cheese sandwich, I promise. So I think it'll be great, so get excited. Oh, that looks delicious. Let me show you what this is going to look like all together. Grab this quesadilla, give that a quick cut, put it on this plate, and we will be set to go. Oh, I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have. This has been a fun month here. I am so excited that spring has arrived. Oh, this quesadilla is having a hard time. I hope you have a wonderful week and a great time eating locally. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next month. Woo, let's get this plated. Some salad, some chicken, and we are set. Have a good one.